sir. The Patriots and the Rams. It might be a good watch. It might be a good watch though. Yeah, he said that quick. It might be a good watch though, son. You never know. I remember going to that game. I went to go see them in the 49ers when I was stationed out there in Missouri. It was nice too because the Cardinal Stadium was like literally you step outside and the fucking baseball stadium was right there. Like, man. Certain parts of the city. Definitely don't want to go to East St.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now an option play on second down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. McKinney rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's the option. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 1st touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
He told me a 1 and 3. So you might want to talk him down. And you got to pay him because you franchise tag him. You want 80.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options.
I'm talking to him too. He told me a 1st and 3rd.
Rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Ain't no Durham James.
Running with McFarland. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson.
He get some years out of him.
And he'll push this
Say
forward
what?
only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically
He
linebackers,
ain't want that
keeping
much
their
money.
eyes in the right spot.
I don't know why he asking for that much money for a player that you gotta. I mean, I don't know why he asking for so much for a player that you gotta resign. Like, it's crazy.
But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
McKinney's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a
I don't
third
know, first
down.
and
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to
first
breaking that
this
one
year,
big,
the
but
second
in the
next
end,
year.
give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's across mid.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Sidney Jones.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 5. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They toss it left side to Peterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
7-yard line.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set.
When Swag stop playing around, he can be stopping.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The game slows down a little bit. It's more
And this will be
realistic.
a touchback as
Niggas
it
don't like it
sails
because you
over
can't
the
do that
end
easy
line.
crap.
25-yard line.
Niggas don't say it because you can't do it easy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
They round it out.
They'll
It's
run
crazy.
with
It's
Barkley.
nice. It's nice.
And he's able to
The
take this
PlayStation
one up
5
to the
version is definitely
35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more
They
successful
just
as
told
well.
man, don't pay no attention. I'm like, bro, I'm a grown man, dude. Like, I don't got time to be hitting on like every day.
First down
That
carry.
those stuff ain't cool
He'll be
either. Nobody
taken
want to hear
down
that.
at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. They run the option here on first and 10. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
And 11 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Good Lord.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Jackson now. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 70, yeah.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
You can do Call of Duty. You can do cross-gen with Call of Duty. That's it right now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
They go play action with Jackson. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Review.
Jackson's going to keep it. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Right there. 54.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard, can slide up to the 2nd.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. As the Ravens push further out in front. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on 3rd down, McKinney. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKinney able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And again this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And brought down, but not before before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Yep.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, he'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Saquon Barkley.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Y'all smoke too much, man. It was for yesterday.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard
Put
line.
numbers on somebody
And
the
this is
other
where
day.
you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take
put
care of it,
numbers on the
we're going to see
last
less
one.
design runs like that. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Switch. Kill. Turn it. Kill. Turn it.
They run the counter. It's Peterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Steeler first down.
Looking to throw. McKinney. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A 10th carry now
Can't
for
make it.
Peterson. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They run. Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. McFarland once more. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. And look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Room here to run. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Ravens
What's
on
up,
3rd
Sway?
down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they're going option play on 3rd down. A quick toss outright. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 30.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. A win would be their first of the young season. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, McKinney. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
McKinney's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you?
He that boy.
And he'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. McKinney. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, McKinney. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
And the Steelers 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Ravens, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.